Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Extendo Bands by Not Very Neat. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. We have Renban lines, where pink lines must contain a set of consecutive, non-repeating digits in any order. So, for example, you could have something like, say, 2, 4, and 3 here, and that would be valid because 2, 3, and 4 is a set of consecutive non-repeating digits, but you could not have, say, something like 2, 5, and 3 here because that's not consecutive. Similarly, you couldn't have 3, 4, and 3 here because we have repeats along that Renban line. So those are examples of how Renban lines work. We have Kropki dots, where digits separated by a white dot are consecutive and digits separated by a black dot are in a 1 to 2 ratio. And not all dots are necessarily given. So, for example, if this were, say, a 6 here, this would have to be 5 or 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. If this were a 2 here, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio that's between them. And those are examples of how Kropki dots work. And finally, we have X's and V's, where digits in cells joined by an X sum to 10, digits in cells joined by a V sum to 5, and not all X's and V's are necessarily given. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be 2. If this were, say, a 3, this would have to be 7, because these two digits must add up to 5 because there's a V between them, and these two digits must add up to 10 because there is a X between them. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. This is 1 through 4 here. This has to be 1, 2, 3, 4 with 6, 7, 8, or 9. These digits are consecutive. These digits are consecutive. I guess that's the extendo bands because this is a Renban. Right. Renban with extended parts there. So the middle digit cannot be these two. The middle digit has to be this one. Because these two digits, this digit must be consecutive with one of these digits on the Renban, and it's consecutive with that digit. Same with this digit. This digit is consecutive with one of these digits on the Renban, and with this digit. So this digit must be consecutive with that. This digit must be consecutive. This digit must be consecutive with these two, and this digit must be consecutive with these two. Because the middle digit has to be the central box, right? One of these digits consecutive with both of them, and this one's can't be consecutive with 2 because on the Renban. So this has to be the middle digit. And this is going to be a low. So we have something similar here, right? This is the middle digit of the Renban. So essentially, this is essentially a 5-length Renban if you think about it. So this has to be 4 through 8 or 5 through 9. And it cannot be 5 through 9. If it's 5 through 9, then this doesn't have a high digit. No 6 through 9 is there, but you need a 6 through 9 to add up to 10 with 1 through 4. So this has to be 4 through 8 here. So we have 4, 8 here, 4, 8 here, which is consecutive with 5 and 7, 5 and 7, and this must be 6, which forces this to be a 1, 9 pair here. And therefore this can't be 1 or 4, it's 2 and 3. Now this is interesting These two digits are consecutive with each other. These two are in a 1-to-2 ratio with each other. This has to be essentially a 5-length renban, with the middle digit being here. This is a 5-length renban without a 6. So this has to be 1 through 5 then here. So we have 1 and 5 here, 1 and 5 here, 2, 4, 2, 4. This is 3. So the remaining digits in column 5 are 7, 8, and 9. And this must be 2 away from each end of the renban. 8 cannot be, 9 cannot be, so this has to be 7. So we have 7 with 8 or 9. This is 6, 8 as a pair to be consecutive with 7. And this can't be 8 because of the 6, 8 pair in the box. So this is 9, this is 8. That forces this to be 5 and 9 here, which leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if this were 2, 4 as a pair to be in a 1-to-2 ratio, that would force this to be 1, 3, but that's not consecutive with each other. So this has to be 1 and 2 here, and this must be 3, 4 as a pair. Okay. This cannot be 2, 3, 4. The only digits next to a black crop key dot can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8, because 5, 7, 9 cannot be. Because if you have 5, 7, or 9, you get 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. If you double 5, 7, or 9, you get 10, 14, or 18, none of which are digits. So this must be 1, 6, or 8, which means this has to be 2, 5, 7, or 9 to be... Wait, what am I talking about? So it's a black crop key dot. 1 is a 1-to-2 ratio with 2. 6 is a 1-to-2 ratio with 3. 8 is a 1-to-2 ratio with 4. Okay. These digits cannot be 1 or 9. We have a 3 here and a 3 here guaranteed in columns 8 and 9 in these boxes, which eliminates 3 from the rest of column 8 and 9. Therefore, where is the 3 in this right central box? Can't be here because of 3 in the row, but it has to be one of these two. So these adding up to 10 can be 1, 9, 2, 8, or 4, 6. But as a renban, 3-length renban without a 3, 1 and 2 cannot be here. So this can't be 8 or 9 correspondingly. So it's either... It cannot be 4, 6, and 4, 6, because if that were the case, this would have to be 4, 6, and that would be 4, 6, and we'd have too many 4, 6 cells requiring 4 and 6. But it could be 6 here. Right? So 6, 7, and 8 is possible. 8, 9, and 7 is possible, and that's so this has to be 7 here. So this is guaranteed to be 7 here, and we have to have 8 as one of these. So 8's either here or here, and it must be with 2. So 2 has to be one of these two. Well, we have a guaranteed 2 in columns 8 and 9 in this upper right-hand box. We have a guaranteed 2 in columns 8 and 9 in this right central box. Also, we have a 2 in one of rows 4 and 6 in the right central box. And we have a 2 guaranteed in rows 4 and 6 in the central box, which eliminates 2 in rows 4 and 6. So this can't be 2, which means this can't be 1 here. So this is either 3... 3, 6, or 4, 8, which means this cannot be 4 and 6 here. Because if you have 4 and 6 here, that would eliminate all possibilities for this black crop key dot. So this has to be 1, 9, or 2, 8 here. And we're guaranteed one of these is 8, one of these is 2. Again, 2 cannot be in the remaining digits in column 8 and 9, so 2 has to be in this lower right-hand box in one of those two cells there. These digits are consecutive, and there's no 3, no 7. It could be 1, 2 if this is 1 and that's 2. Obviously no 3, so no 2, 3, no 3, 4. Could be 4, 5 if this is 5 and that's 4. Could be 5, 6 if either are 5 or 6. Cannot be 6, 7, 7, 8. Could be 8 and 9 though, if either of those are 8 or 9. That's kind of broad. Anyways, if this is 4, 8, that forces this to be 2. And that would be 1, 9. I guess that's possible. Okay. These digits are in a 1 to 2 ratio, cannot have 5, 7, and 9 with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. There's no 1 here because of 1, a 9 pair in the box. If this is 2, 8, this is 4, and this is 3, 6. So 2, 8, 4, 3, 6 means that would have to be a 1 if that were the case. So that does kind of work, right? 2, 8 forces that to be 4, 3, 6, and 1. So it's 2, 3, and that would be 4 in that case. What about if this is 1, 9? If we have 1, 9 here, it could be any of them still, though. Oh, okay, but that doesn't work. The previous one that I said, 2 and 8 being here, does not work because that would force this to be 1 and 2, which is a 1 to 2 ratio, which eliminates all possibilities for that cell there. So this cannot be 2 and 8. It has to be 1 and 9. So this is 1 and 9, which forces this to be 8 and 2 to satisfy the Renban. That means this can't be 2. It's 4, which eliminates 4 here, so that's 2. So this can't be 2 here. Remaining digits in this right central box are 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously no 3 there, no 4 there because of 3's in the row and 4 in the row. This cannot be 4, 5 or 5, 6 anymore because that would eliminate 4, 5 or 5, 6 in the rest of the row, which would force us to be 2 6s or 2 4s, which is not allowed. So this can only be 1, 2, or 8, 9. So obviously 2 can't be there, or it's 8, 9. Interesting. If this is 2, okay, so this is consecutive. This has to be at most 2 away from this digit, so this cannot be 8 here. 2 and 4 work if that's 3, so then this would be 4. 3 and 6 would force this to be 4 and 8, so this would be 2 or 5. That could work. 4 and 8 would force this to be 3 and 6, and that would be 2 or 5. 6 and 3 would force this to be 4 and 8, which would force that to be 5. Oh, this 5, 7 pair eliminates 5 and 7 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 5, it's 1. Oh, we could have gotten that much earlier. Anyways, 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 3 and 2. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 3. We celebrate the 3 in the corner. because we're getting close to solving this. Remaining digits of this upper central box are 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay, remaining digits of this lower central box are 1 through 4. Okay. Where is 1? Okay, so 1 again cannot appear in... We have a 1 guaranteed in columns 1 and 2 in this upper left-hand box and the lower left-hand box, which means 1 cannot appear in the rest of rows columns 1 and 2. These can't be 1 because of the way that it's... This can't be 1 because of 1 in the row, and if this were 1, that would force this to be 2, but we have a 2 in the box, so this has to be 1 here, which means this is 1, 2, and 3 on this red band, which makes this 3 consecutive with 4 because we can't have a 2 because of the 1, 2 pair in the box. 4 eliminates this from being 2, 4, or 4, 8. So this has to be a 3, 6 pair, which eliminates 3 and 6 as a possibility for being a pair here. So this must be 4 and 8, which eliminates 8 in the rest of the box. 2 is consecutive only with 1, so that's 1. 4 eliminates 4 here. One of these two must be 4 then. 1 eliminates 1 from being here. We have a 2, 3, 4, 9 quadruplet. Actually, 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 6, which makes that 8. 6 is consecutive with 5. 8 is consecutive with 9 out of these digits. Yeah, we do have a 2, 3, 4, 9 quadruplet in column 4, which eliminates 2, 3, 4, 9 in the rest of the column, so this is 5 or 7. 4 is here, so this cannot be 4. It's 4, 3 with 2 or 5, or 4, 6, and 5 here. 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 8, which makes this 4. 8's only consecutive with 7 out of 5 or 7. So this is 7, this is 5. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5, which eliminates 5 in the row. Remaining digits in this central box are 6, 7, 9. This can't be 9 because of 9 in the row. No, 7 because of 7 in the row. And this also eliminates 9 from being here. This can't be 3 or 4 because of 3 or 4 in the row. This can't be 3 or 4 because of 3 or 4 in the row. So that's 2. This is 1. That makes this not 2. No 1 or 2 here. 2 eliminates 2 from being there. And 2 eliminates 2 from being here. Where is 2 in column? 8 cannot be here because of 2 in the box. Can't be here because of 2 in the box. Can't be here because of 2 in the column. So this is, sorry, 2 in the row. So 2 has to be here. Remaining digits of row 7 are 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 9 cannot be any of these digits, so 9 has to be here. So this is 6, 7, 8, no 7 here, no 8 here because of the respective digits in the column. Which leaves 6, 7, and 8 here in this lower left-hand central lower left box. That leaves this as a 1, 5 pair, and this can't be 1 because of 1 in the column, so this is 5, which makes that 1. 5 eliminates 5 there, and 4 eliminates 4 here, so we have a 3, 5, 6 triplet left in this right central box and in column 7. So this can't be 6 here, this can't be 6 here, it's 4. This 3, 6 pair eliminates 3 and 6 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 6. Remaining digits of column 7 are 1, 7, 8. And this can't be 1 because of 1 in the row, so that's 7, 8, which forces this to be 1. Remaining digits of column 8 are 6, 7, 9. Remaining digits of column 9 are 5, 6, 8. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. 5 has to be one of these two. 9 has to be one of those two. 9 has to be one of these two. 2 has to be one of those two. 8 eliminates 8 here. Remaining digits in column 3 are 3, 6, and 7. And the 3 has to be one of these two digits, which means 3 cannot be in the rest of the box. So this can't be 3. This is 6, this is 3, and it must be 6, 5, and 4 to form a valid Renban. So that eliminates 6 from the rest of the box. This is set 3, 7 as a pair, which eliminates 7 here, so it's 6, which eliminates 6 here. 5 and 6 are here, so this can't be 5 or 6, it's 8, which makes that 7, which eliminates 7 in the rest of the box. This is 6, 9 pair, which eliminates 6 and 9 in the rest of the box, so this can't be 6, it's 5. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6, which eliminates 6 here, so it's 7, which makes that 8. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 9 and 6. 9 eliminates 9 here. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 3 and 7, which makes this not 3, so it's 4. This can't be 3 or 4. It's 2. This can't be 2 or 4. It's 3, which makes this 9. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 3. And we are left with 2 and 4 remaining in row 2. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column, so that's 2, which makes that 4. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 1 and 2. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 9 and 1. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5 or 6. And we have a 5, 6 pair in column 7, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the column, so that's 3. This has to be 5, 6, or 7 because of 5, 6, or 7 remaining in row 4. And this can't be 5, so this is 6, 7, which eliminates 6, 7, which has a 6, 7 pair in row 4. So this can't be 6. This must be 5, which makes this 6, which makes this 9. So this can't be 9 here. We are left with 5 and 8 remaining in row 5. And this 5 eliminates 5 from being there, so that's 8, which makes this 5. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 7 and 8. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 6, which makes this 7, which makes that 6. And we are left with 7 and 9 in the remaining cells. Kind of interesting. These extendo bands, or renbans, longer renbans, essentially. But they're forcing where everything can be, which is interesting. Yeah, seemed fairly easy. The only tricky part, I think, was this part, but it's not that hard to do, I guess. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.